Welcome into our special edition of Football Frenzy Live, sponsored by Wilson Bank and Trust. I'm Jill Jelnick, and over the next 15 minutes, we'll get you ready for Week 10 of the high school football season, including a couple games tonight that could decide the region champion. We'll also have our Fox 17 top 17 teams, FFL forecast, and much, much more. First, let's start with some Thursday night lights. Starting with John Overton Bobcats and the Stratford Spartans going head-to-head last night. Pick it up in the first quarter, Bobcats running back Trent Edwards bulldozing his way into the end zone for the first points of the game. Overton on the board first, 7-0. Bobcats ball again, this time quarterback Elias Childers finds a wide open Nick Harris back of the end zone. Overton extends its lead, would go on to win this one 38-14. Also in action last night, the Hillsboro Burros taking on the Glencliff Colts, Region 6 5A showdown. Burros up 27-0. Quarterback Trey Hodges looking deep, drops a dime to senior receiver Zion Puckett. Great throw, great catch down the sideline, and would set up this. The handoff to Dominique Hammer takes it right up the gut and into the end zone. Burros would go on to win this one 34-0, punch their ticket to the postseason.
We were able to run the ball better. I think we blocked better up front, and we scored points, which is something we hadn't done the last couple of weeks. So we kind of put it all together today, so we gotta carry this over the next week.
You heard head coach Anthony Brown mentioning next week the Burros will play for that third place spot in the region next week when they face the Centennial Cougars. Should be a good one. All right, our game of the week this week features two undefeated teams in Division II AA, the 8-0 CPA Lions and the 8-0 FRA Panthers. Winner of this game tonight will most likely take home the Middle Region crown. For more on the game day atmosphere at FRA, let's send it over to our FFL reporter Caitlin Miller, standing by with the home team.
Welcome into College Game Day, better known as Frolic Game Day here at Franklin Road Academy. Joining us this evening for the pregame show, Nate Linseth, FRA senior. I mean, what is this atmosphere like?
It's crazy for sure.
I see some of the posters of the coaches, the players. We have the cheer squad.
Yeah, lots of anticipation for tonight's game. It's a great evening here on the hill. Lots of excitement right now for sure. And
later, I know we'll have a bunch of the students cheering on to get that hype. It really brings Friday Night Lights to a whole new level.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, definitely a crazy atmosphere for a high school football game. It's a great environment, great scenery here. It'll be a fantastic evening for sure.
Well, let's get down to business. We have two teams tonight, FRA going up against CPA, both undefeated, 8-0. You're the man to ask, Nate. You go to all the practices, all the games. What does FRA have to do tonight to win?
For sure. Being able to establish the run is such a big part of this game, especially for Coach Geis's offense, creating big plays down the field. And then defensively, being able to create turnovers and getting the ball back to your offense and getting great time possession for sure.
And like you said, FRA is a big defensive team, CPA a big offensive team. They love to run the ball. Their quarterback, Hudson Chance, is on fire this year, playing his best season. High-scoring team, but they don't let up many points, so we have an offensive team going up against a defensive team. Should be fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I can't wait to see this all unfold later. Again, Frolic Game Day, so much fun. We have a lot to look forward to. The game tonight kicks off at 7. Thanks for letting me into your studio out here on the hill.
Yeah, no problem. It should be a fun night for sure.
Awesome. Well, Jill, we'll send things back to you.
All right, time now for our FFL forecast, and for that, let's bring in our chief meteorologist, Katie Morgan, with a full breakdown for us tonight. And Katie, I know we may not have the same amount of energy as Caitlin and FRA in the field, but I know you have a great forecast for us. Potentially a little bit of rain, though. What do you have?
Well, yeah, we do have that chance for a few showers. I think the good news is we should be dry for football time. You can see a beautiful sunset here from our Nissan Stadium camera. Cloud cover is still moving in. Temperatures, however, however, are on the warm side. We hit a record high today, and we're currently sitting in those mid-80s at the moment. So looking at a fairly warm night ahead. There's the front. Shower chances are going to be few and far between as we head through the evening hours for tonight. Temperatures in those upper 70s, dropping back into the low 70s with a partly cloudy sky, I think, for much of the evening. Overnight looks to be the time now that we're starting to see a chance for a stray shower, but it's a very small chance at that. Notice as we head through Saturday late morning, we will start to see those clouds and those light showers clear, leaving us with sunshine by the afternoon. So the weekend looking cooler with the front moving through. You can see 70 on Sunday. Halloween, a chance for a few showers late in the evening and more so heading into Friday. Jill?
Thanks so much, Katie. Well, we're not done with the frenzy just yet. Coming up next, we'll break down our Fox 17 top 17 teams for Week 10, plus much more. Stay with us. The frenzy is back right after this.
You're watching Football Frenzy Live!
Welcome back to Football Frenzy Live, sponsored by Wilson Bank and Trust. This is a live look at Franklin Road Academy getting ready for their big game tonight, hosting the CPA Lions in the battle of the two undefeated teams. Lions and Panthers, certainly two of the top teams in Middle Tennessee. But where do they each end up this week in our Fox 17 rankings? For that, let's go ahead and bring in MTSU football analyst and host of 1025 The Game, Joe Dubin, for this week's Fox 17 Top 17.
All right, Jill, it's time for our Week 10. Can you believe it? Fox 17, Top 17 as we head to the final 2 weeks of the regular season. All right, coming to number 17, Stewart's Creek. What a great job they've done this year. They're at 17. Number 16, out in the country, Westmoreland is rolling. Great job they've done so far. 15, Thomas Osteen, the head coach down in Marshall County, unbeaten at 8-0. They're coming in at 15th. 14, the Upperman Bees, unbeaten and rolling. 13, Nashville Christian School. You know, I love Jeff Brothers, the head coach there. He's done a great job. They're coming number 13. Number 12, the Riverdale Warriors, always strong. They got a really good team. Big showdown coming up with Oakland soon. Number 11, Clarksville, unbeaten. I love reading Clarksville's name in this poll. They come in number 11. Number 10, told you to watch out for them. They started the season with 2 losses, but Pearl Cone is now on a roll. They come in number 10. Number 9, FRA. Big game tonight versus CPA, who we'll hear from in just a second. Number 8, the Beach Buccaneers. You know I love Beach. All they do is run the ball, and they say, come stop us if you can. They're at 8. Number 7, Green Hill. Big game next Thursday versus Mount Juliet. Green Hill is unbeaten at 8-0. Number 6, CPA. They take on FRA tonight. That'll be a big game. Number 5, Innsworth. Number 4, the Page Patriots. As I've said all year long, they might have the best roster in all of high school football. Number 3, Mount Juliet. And number 2, Ravenwood. And until somebody can beat them, the Oakland Patriots. Oakland and Ravenwood tonight. What a huge football game that is for us. We'll see if Oakland can keep that number 1 ranking. Jill, that's your Fox 17, Top 17. As always, thank you.
Joe, thank you. And you heard him mention the 2 top teams, right, in our rankings. Ravenwood, Oakland going head-to-head tonight. You can watch that game on TV on our sister station, MyTV 30. It's our Friday Night Rivals game of the week, and even though it's not a region matchup, both the Raptors, Patriots coming in undefeated. And, of course, it will change for one of those teams tonight. That's a 7 p.m. kickoff on MyTV 30. Let's go ahead and take a look at some other big Week 10 matchups. Rockville at Blackman, Siegel at Riverdale, Cookeville at Green Hill, Franklin at Mount Juliet, Golden Bears still undefeated, by the way, Waits Creek at undefeated Marshall County, Antioch at Smyrna, Page at Centennial, Brentwood at Independence, and a couple more, Lipscomb Academy at Brentwood Academy, Baylor at MBA, and several others. Well, that will do it for us here on Football Frenzy Live. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Jill Jelnick. Be sure to see you next week.